It's one of the most watched series in history with over 100 million views worldwide. Ricky Gervais's Afterlife is back on Netflix for a third and final series. But does it live up to the hype? Hello, thank you so much for joining me. My name is Carl. Today's video is the review for Ricky Gervais's Afterlife Series 3, which has just landed on Netflix and it's available to stream now. This was created, written and directed by the man himself, the very talented Ricky Gervais. This is also going to be a spoiler-free review. I won't give anything away, just in case you haven't seen the series yet. The story continues to follow Tony Johnson, played by Ricky Gervais, who is a journalist for the local newspaper, who continues to struggle with grief after losing his wife Lisa, played by Kerry Godderman, to cancer. Since her death, he's been getting through life by watching video clips of her on his laptop. But at the same time, he's feeling down and depressed and not really moving on. But we do see glimpses of him trying to move on. Will this be a happy ending for Tony? It's been some time since Series 2 with everything that's been going on with COVID. Series 3 doesn't waste any time. It plays us these short clips just to give us a reminder of the characters involved in their lives, which I thought was a nice touch. Each episode flew by at 27 minutes long and I soon found myself on a mini binge watch. In this series it does introduce us to new characters, which worked really well because some of them were quite funny. And it was also nice to see that some characters from Series 2 play a more bigger part in Series 3. Some of that did work, some of it didn't work. There is a particular scene, I won't go into detail because I don't want to give anything away, but if you have watched the series, you'll know the scene that I'm on about, involving our characters Brian, played by David Earl, and James, played by Ethan Lawrence. I just feel that particular scene didn't really need to be in the series. Again, my favourite character, Pat, the postman, played by the very funny Joe Wilkinson. The lines he was given, I felt it didn't really work for me. He was a lot better in Series 2. There was a lot of sexual references. It was just a little bit too much. But that said, it was still a funny series that did have us laughing out loud in places. It was also good to hear how Tony first met Lisa back in the early years and how their relationship got going. We all know that Tony has been struggling with grief since losing his wife Lisa to cancer, and he's been getting through life by watching these short video clips of her on his laptop. And there was a particular video clip that did catch my eye. There's this family get-together that obviously happened quite a few years ago, and Tony's dad was there, who sadly passed away in Series 2. And it just got me thinking just how important having video footage of your loved ones really is. Some of the local paper storylines used was just genius and worked really well because they were so funny. There was quite a few stories in there, but a couple to mention. We had this author, and there was also this swinging club party, which was quite funny as well. Ricky's character, Tony, needs a mention, especially when he's thinking out loud. As you can imagine, there was a lot of F words used, which worked for me because they were used in the right places.
I thought not caring was a superpower.
There's so many good characters in all three Afterlife series. Matt, played by Tom Basden, who plays Tony's brother-in-law, is just superb. The nurse, Emma, played by the brilliant Ashley Jensen. While Tony's friend, who sits with him at the graveyard on that bench, Anne, played by Penelope Wilton, had some really wise and encouraging words to say to Tony, just to try and push him and get him through the grief. Every character in Series 3 had a role to play and they smashed it. They were so convincing in the roles they played. Some of them were very likeable, some of them you ended up hating. If you've seen Series 3, there's a couple of chaps in there you'll know who I'm on about. I just ended up hating them, but that is how good they were. They were very convincing and did a good job. In this instalment of Afterlife, it takes time to look into more detail of the lives of the people around Tony, which I thought worked really well. And we got to see that everybody has something going on. Everybody is struggling with their own problems. The character Kath, played by Diane Morgan, really stood out for me in Series 3. She had a much bigger part to play in Series 3. I wasn't too sure on her character in Series 1, but as it's gone on, I've gradually got to like her. And we could see that she's really struggling as well. And I must give a special mention to how well behaved Man's best friend was, Brandy the dog. The filming locations used for Series 3, along with the aerial shots, look beautiful. And the music soundtracks used in this particular series were spot on. This is definitely going to be a series where you're going to be trying to guess that ending. Ricky Gervais has said that Afterlife Series 3 is definitely going to be the final one. So you're going to be trying to guess whether Tony's going to find that happiness or not. I know I was. But what I liked about this particular series is it will keep you guessing right the way through to that final episode. But be warned, this series will definitely be playing with your emotions. It will have you feeling angry. It will have you laughing out loud in places. And it will definitely have you feeling sad in places as well. I'm not ashamed to say that a couple of times I had tears in my eyes. I will definitely be doing a ranking video of all three Ricky Gervais's Afterlife series, because I've been trying to think which one is the best of the three, and to be honest, I don't actually know. So I'm definitely going to be doing a ranking video. I think that would be quite fun to do. So if that's something you're into, please do keep an eye out for that one. As I said earlier, the flashback video clips is what made this series work. All those happy memories that Tony was able to play back. So take lots of video clips of your loved ones. Overall, I really did enjoy this series. Yes, there were a couple of inappropriate scenes that I thought didn't really need to be in there, but I did have a lot of fun with this series. It did keep me entertained. It did have me laughing out loud in places as well. I did feel there was probably a little bit more swearing in Series 3, but it was okay in general. There's 6 episodes of Ricky Gervais's Afterlife Series 3. Each episode roughly lasts around about 30 minutes long, 3 minutes either side of the 30 minutes, so it's an easy binge watch. All the episodes of Series 1, 2 and 3 are available on Netflix now. There's no sexual nudity, but sexual references in there. There's a ton of profanity, as you would expect, and moderate violence as well. I give Ricky Gervais's Afterlife Series 3 3.5 out of 5 popcorns. Let me know in the comments below. I'd love to know what's your thoughts on Ricky Gervais's Afterlife Series 3. Did you like the series? Did you dislike the series? Put them in those comments. I'll get back to you guys. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch this review. If you like this review, please do give it a like. Also, don't forget to share and subscribe if you can, because it really does help the channel out. Thank you so much for taking the time. I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care. Bye-bye.